Hello, beautiful people. My name is Adepeji Disu. I am a beauty entrepreneur. I'm into beauty manufacturing, and every week I like to document the things I learn in business. And this is it. So if you're into business, you're an entrepreneur or something, do tune in every week. Listen to these lessons I pick up every week. I'm sure it will help you also to avoid some pitfalls, in this line of work. What I'm talking about this week is something I picked up a while ago, and it is managing resources in business. I realized that sometimes in business we have money to throw around, right? We have some resources. Even if you're a startup, you're just starting out, you have some investments or you have some money saved somewhere. It is easy to want to throw money around, because you've got the money and everything. Before I continue, please go right down, and click on the subscribe button, and also turn on your notifications. If I post, you will receive a notification from YouTube. I realized that sometimes we have money to throw around. When I decided, I wanted to be the kind of entrepreneur that, just sat back, handle the things I know how to handle, and outsource the things I don't know how to handle, Because I figured, what better way to run business than to just let the person that knows how to do it to do it. God, I learned on time that wasn't it. As entrepreneurs, it is actually very good we learn the ropes of how our businesses work, the ins and outs of it, even the parts where we are not that knowledgeable, even the parts where we feel like we are not experts in, right? The best thing is just to pick up the knowledge you need at that particular time and use it on your business, because it will tell later when you finally get the person to fill that spot for you. I realized that I read a particular book a while ago. I talked about it last week also. That book is really, really filled with a lot, really. A particular business was going to start up then in the UK. It's a social networking site for new moms, and what they did was they started very lean. They didn't even have enough money to throw around anyway. So what they did was they partnered with some people to do certain things, like a website designer, which was really, really they wanted to do, and everything. To partner with them, they got the person to agree on a stake in the business in exchange for payment. So they simply just used the money they had saved up, the little money they had and everything for really important things, Instead of marketing, going all out to throw money into marketing and everything, they did their marketing organically instead. And as people registered on the site, people began to tell each other about it. So the business grew by word of mouth. At some point, even the business got free press at some point. And that was free marketing for them. They didn't even have to spend money on that, and that was how the business grew basically. A lot of businesses that went bankrupt during the market crash in the UK then, and I think they call it the .com crash or something, and the one they had in the US also. A lot of those businesses were businesses that are started up on investors' funds, getting money from banks and everything, and didn't have any cash flow at some point to pay back, and once a business does not have cash flow, the business is bound for bankruptcy anyway. So a lot of these businesses could not keep cash flow going. There's a lot of money that they shouldn't have into stuff that wasn't that necessary and everything, and they lost all their money during the crash and everything. So really, it is usually quite better to start lean. If you have not read the book, The Lean Startup, you should read it. These strategies really do work. It really does work. So if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, you have some money to throw around, or you don't even have money anyway, like some people, to start up, start lean and grow your business from there. All that knowledge you garner will be useful when you are scaling your business. You will know where to put the money into, even when you finally get some investment or even get a loan or something. I believe that a lot of things, when a company is starting up and they do like cash flow projections, they do some projections basically, I believe that a lot of those things are wishful thinking. Not that you shouldn't do them, but it is still wishful thinking because you are not yet in the market. You haven't been there. even though those projections were made based on facts and research and market research and everything, some part of that is still not real yet, because you have not entered yet. You have not entered real life yet. You have not tried it. You have not entered the market yet. You have not run things for a while yet. You have not made some money from it yet. So you don't really know how to turn over cash in that sense, because you haven't done anything yet. So a lot of that is still wishful thinking. By the time you start up, and you have some experience, you've turned over cash, to a level, it will be easier for you to make projections based on that, because you have been there, you have lived it, you know what works, you know what doesn't work, right? I always encourage people to, start with what they have, because whatever you have right now will grow into more later, and you can use that which you have right now to learn the ropes, to garner knowledge, about the business while you're still running it at a level that is not too risky yet. But when you have collected investors' money, you have borrowed loan from the bank, and you can't pay back, you will not sleep at night though, trust me, because a lot of startups don't turn over profit immediately. Many startups turn over profit later, because a lot of things are still growing and starting out and everything. So yeah, if you want to have a peaceful night's rest, sleep well, and not die of high blood pressure, start living and start with what you have. Eventually it will be easier to scale your business because you have learned, and even investors will have more faith in you, and they will be able to give you their money.